randomly one day if I knew what a grand dragon was. I was like, I don't know what that is. You know, he gave me some BS story about the Ku Klux Klan or something, and, you know, whatever their nonsense is. I realize now what those guys were doing. They were practicing passive aggression. It's something that these idiots in the dark occult like to do because they just can't help themselves. But how do I tie that in with the higher lesson of how they were actually teaching me something? Well, even though they couldn't help themselves in trying to hurt my feelings, they were actually teaching me something. Yeah, they were letting me know that I'm not part of the family that I was raised in. Now, at the time, it went over my head. It went over my head and hurt my feelings a little bit. But now that I've grown, tread the path, got my memories back, I realized the lessons that they were teaching me through the pain. Now, don't get me wrong. Am I going to go give them a thank you card and flowers? No, they still are who they are, and their intentions were still very much what they intended them to be. But I'm at a point now where I'm not, things like that aren't going to affect me the same way anymore, and I can actually still take the lesson from the impact. So guys, keep that in mind as you tread this path and you move forward and things start to come back to you, and maybe you realize that maybe your family, maybe you weren't raised, maybe you're not actually from the family you were raised in. Or maybe your family isn't who you thought they were. And it's going to come with a lot of pain. It's going to come with some confusion, a lot of confusion. And as you tread this path, wade in these waters, walk through the jungle, know that eventually there will be clarity. Eventually the brush clears, and you'll see the light on the other side. You'll understand the lessons through the pain, through the briars, through the muck and the mire. And you'll also see that God was with you the whole time. All right, I better get back to work. I better get to work on these trees. Y'all have a good weekend.